It is now my great
Amy Klobuchar
and high honor to be the first person to officially introduce the 46th President of the United States, Joseph R. Biden Jr.
No mask? Wait a minute. I thought his whole thing was if he was the president, he was going to wear a mask.
No nation, only a state of chaos.
Once again, I'll reiterate that the glaciers on Mount Hood are not coming back just because Joe Biden became the president. All these bank-owned houses aren't suddenly going to be full of cold, houseless people because Joe Biden became the president. They might legalize weed, though. Yo, into a stoner, that's as good as a free Garth Brooks concert. Keep it pushing. Look, why would you just have... Damn, they just got the littlest... Look at that bulletproof glass they got for Joe Biden right there. Joe Biden is 6 foot tall. His glass is 5'6". Like, all right, Joe Biden, as long as they don't try to shoot you anywhere above your cheek, you should be absolutely safe behind. Man, they got better protection at the Plaid Pantry. Look at that. Look at that. That's not good. So here's the thing. The idea of it being great was only passed along and only stuck into the minds of people who were dumb enough to already think it was great. Which belies my next question which is if the country was truly that great, then why are you complaining about it when your president didn't win? Because that's what makes America great, right? 200 years of uninterrupted democratic change of power through an election process where every person hypothetically gets a voice. That's ideal. That's what we want. So why would you fight against that unless you are one of the people that that believes the marketing hype versus the realities of looking out your own window?
More than a campaign speech.
Can't do that, lady, no more. Hold on. I got some other shit for you. I got some other shit for you. Well, there you go. So y'all still down with Obama? Y'all still down with Obama? The dude has the word bomb in his name, and nobody cared until, yeah, right, the lady's doing her own sign language. She's just talking and rocking at the same time. Unlikely. Good guess. Hold on. Oh, you know what? You can't hear. I don't think you can hear what I got going on in the background. That lady's still talking. I thought you guys could still hear Casey Hunt talking. All right. I'm sorry, Casey Hunt. All right. Anyways, look, one thing about Bush, he going to find Michelle. Dude, don't do it. I know that the Little Mermaid smokes when she's off break at Disneyland. So don't give me that crap. Don't give me that crap. Y'all know I cried earlier. I really did earlier when we were asked to bow our heads and pray. I thought about how truly privileged I am. Because when they talk about the country, United States being full of opportunity, it is, but it isn't. And what's crazy is the thing about the opportunity is the people that have it don't maximize it. They don't appreciate it. It's literally given to them and they squander it. While the people who would do so much with that opportunity, the people who walk miles, take boats, stow away on pirate ships, put themselves into storage containers, allow coyotes to put them in the backs of trucks in extreme heat for days, chasing the illusion of opportunity that's sold like a timeshare to the people of this country, right? It's not real. I mean, it is real. If you managed to overcome the impediments created by society. For example, man, they start giving credit cards to people at 18 years old, but most 18-year-olds I know aren't responsible enough or haven't been taught the steps to even manage their credit like that. Like the steps to get your license suspended are way easier than the litany of tasks you have to perform to get your license unsuspended, right? Getting thrown in jail is a lot easier than breaking out of jail. And we don't do shit with it. We're gifted this. Our birth put us in this country. That's it. Not our hard work. Not as a reward for being good people. Strictly because of the geographical location that your mom decided to throw down. That's the only reason you're an American. Canadian TV news. Just clowning on us. Oh, man. There's a good question. Are we going to keep Space Force? Can we keep Space Force but get rid of the stupid names and the stupid costumes and the stupid titles? Because everything about Space Force except for space is stupid. like, yo, the space part is cool. Having it being run by the guy from The Office, not a good idea. I don't even think that dude really picked up any leadership experience as the boss of those office people anyways, man. We can't do it to America. Okay. Amanda Gorman, the first youth poet laureate in America. I saw a lot of people on the internet were like, I didn't even know we had one of those. Well, I guess you're going to have to thank President Trump for that because if nobody knew, that must mean it's new. And I don't think Joe Biden had time within that 1 second that he was the president to go ahead, create that designation, then award the certificate, and then book the lady. So I assume that the creation of a youth poet laureate was done under the Trump administration. So when they say, what good has he ever done? When they say, what good has Trump ever done? It'll be like when the white supremacists or the minimizers or the deniers or the rationalizers, when those people say, well, Hitler did a lot of good things for Germany. He built highways and that's all they ever have to say, right? He built highways. But Donald Trump's moment, they'll be like, what did Trump ever do that was good? And he'd be like, well, he was the president when they initiated the first ever youth poet laureate program. So weird. Meanwhile, the people that are walking from Guatemala or Honduras are literally walking in probably some terrible conditioned footwear. They're walking, carrying all their possessions on their back. Not through neighborhoods, not through towns, not even through states or city states or municipalities. These people are literally walking through entire countries from one border to the geographically opposed opposite border, all the way through other countries to get to the United States for just a sliver of the opportunities that we are given to be in this country. And then you see these morons that go and charge our capital And they're like, oh, we're so oppressed. We're going to have a revolt. And then you're like, wow, you guys are feeling oppression? Oppression has really made it all the way to some white dudes with $50,000 trucks and $1,000 guns and $500 freaking pairs of pants, a $2,000 leather bustier. I don't care. It lifts and separates. Yo, super shout out if you got that. In Washington, D.C. Like all up and down the streets are just people selling T-shirts. And here's the crazy thing is Ashanti stops and talks to every single one of those people. If you're trying to walk somewhere with Ashanti, you cannot walk by those Washington, D.C. merch tables.
He was based in Cincinnati,
Oh,
encouraged by
man.
abolitionists to, among other things, sponsored a trip for him to do some study in Europe.
Look, that's the rainbow that God gave to Noah after he smelled the barbecue, after he killed all the rest of the humans. He was like, yo, Noah, my bad, have a rainbow. Participate, which is great because I just about did 2 hours and 15 minutes of inaugural coverage all by myself. I know they must think you're a serious alcoholic if they give you a shot glass that big. Like, here you go, Joe Biden. We heard you and your wife like to lay on the sauce a little bit. So here's a 75-ounce shot glass. One, when we speak about being redeemable, does that reach out to Donald Trump? Is Donald Trump redeemable? Is Donald Trump going to be like Cartman and just for the rest of time just be this awful, obstinate obstacle to everything that we're trying to achieve? Or will he have the decency to just go away and die and take all of his loyal followers with him back to the fucking toilet bowl that he clogged out from as the most obtuse and least self-aware person that maybe history will ever see. His name has already replaced Benedict Arnold in the lexicon of traitors. And his actions will forever be a stain on the office of the presidency. If America is to truly recover, then it needs to understand that some parts of it are absolutely irredeemable. And they need to go away forever. And I'm not just talking about the president. I am also speaking about inflated police budgets that take money from schools and take money from social service programs so that cops can buy tanks and Hummers and four-wheelers so that they can track down homeless people. Fossil fuel industry needs to die. Let me tell you this, Joe Biden getting elected is not going to put those glaciers back on Mount Hood that were there from 10,000 years ago, that are remnants of the last ice age, 10,500 random odd years ago. I do believe in redemption stories because it's a necessity. And I do believe that you don't have to be a good person to do good work and to make good trouble. And I did cry when Garth Brooks played Amazing Grace.
Derek. I mean, he was known as the Iron Horse because he went to baseball every day despite injuries.
Because even Kelly,
30 games.
the most pious woman I ever met in my life,
Fate came to him, but then he makes that
the
statement.
first thing that you ever
The luckiest man.
will find out about her
And I think in some ways that's what
is that she's a sinner
that he's been through so much, but he feels like he's the luckiest
who was
man
saved
here to
from
make
hell
choices, and he made
by
a
grace.
temperament that's absolutely fit for it, as we see in the contrast between 2 weeks ago and today.
And there's a spectrum there, right?
His first big opportunity be
There's a spectrum and there's zealots everywhere.
million doses in 100 days.
I don't have the answers. And I know this isn't the end of The Wizard of Oz.
Dead right.
And I know that a bunch of munchkins aren't about to come singing about a dead witch.
The same thing for FDR. He had to resign
But it's okay to feel that a little bit.
money out of banks before he could do anything else.
Even if it was your abusive stepdad that bought you the Nintendo,
Being out of control.
it's okay to play Nintendo today, man. It's Christmas.